Hey guys, welcome back to the 90-day challenge. This week's theme is programming, and I have been making my own website. If you haven't already, make sure to check out my previous videos so you can get caught up on what I'm doing today. I'm actually going to try something new. Instead of doing like an introduction and then like a time lapse of me working on the stuff and then just explaining what the result is, I'm going to try actually seeing what problems I encounter during me working through the blog. And when I do encounter those problems, I'll have like a short clip on what the problem is, how I'm trying to solve it, how I solved it. Probably not how I'm trying to solve it, probably just like, this is a problem, here's what I looked at, and then eventually I got to this answer. I'm doing this because I think it helps more with like content, because honestly speaking, the other videos are really lacking content. And I think that from the comments, someone said that it would be nicer if the videos are a bit longer. So I'm gonna try incorporating this into my videos for the future, and so that the video isn't like too boring and long at the same time. Let me know if you guys still like the time lapses that I put, because it's kind of useless, not gonna lie. It seems kind of boring, to be fair, but if you guys like the time lapses, then I will continue putting them in, because if you guys like them, why would I take them away? Anyways, let's get started. So here I was just working on some small changes with the initial blog previews, like the most popular ones, the top blog section, and fixing up some alignment issues. And then I started to move on to the more blogs page, which is right underneath, and started basically making a structure for like the collapsible views, which you will later then hear on how I turn them into actual collapsible components. Hey guys, so right now I've basically finished the structure of the blog, except there's not a lot of like interactable components as of right now. So if you look at the page here, you see that these are supposed to be collapsible. So this is going to be the first problem I encounter for today. I do kind of have an idea of how to do it. I can use like the onClick function from React using states, but generally I want to look into if there are libraries for doing this instead of like manually coding everything. Other than that, the second problem that I have is that I need to actually make it to link it to my profile. So it should be right here, profile/Christy/blog. But since I'm not able to get that working, I've just been testing on just like straight up blog from the host website. Let's tackle the first problem first. So right now I'm trying to get a collapsible view basically, and I'll catch you guys up on what I intend to do. Okay, so right now I'm seeing that there is already a library for it. It seems like it can be doable, so I'm gonna try downloading this and then showing you guys how I will basically change the styles and then see how far it goes from there. If it doesn't work, then I'll just keep looking, but just from scanning through here, it seems that it would do the job well for my website at least, and that it doesn't look too complicated to use. Anyways, time lapse. So if you can't see here, I was actually having a lot of trouble trying to get this thing working at this time. Like literally everything was just me trying to troubleshoot through Stack Overflow, but nothing worked, nothing was changing. It was honestly quite frustrating for a while, but eventually I gave up. So let's just skip to that and not look at me struggle with all this time. Hey guys, so right now it is 8:15-ish and I think I'm gonna call it quits for today. So I'm just gonna explain what I did today and how far I got. So as I said, the thing I was gonna be working on is the collapsible view on the website. So let me just pull it up. Here we have it. Basically you just like click it and then there's a text that comes down below. All of these are the same if you can't tell. One thing I found when I was doing this is that if there are two lines on this title, the arrow does not stay where it's supposed to be, if you can see here. So that is a bug that I couldn't fix yet. I'll probably look into it more tomorrow or some other day. I have noted it down. Other than that, I really need to fix the styles, but that is for a later date. I already got the structure, so that's pretty much what I wanted to do. Other than that, I can show you guys where I found the library. So I did some research, found some libraries. I actually first got to this one called React Native Collapsible View. The thing is, I spent like 1 to 2 hours just trying to figure out how to use it in my code because it couldn't build. There was something that said like, oh, there's some errors with JSX. I looked onto Stack Overview a ton, but still weren't able to build it. So I just like was really exhausted after that and gave up eventually because like nothing was working and I was literally just stuck and I couldn't progress anymore. So then I looked again and then found this one called React Collapsible, and from here you can just see like that is like how it works. This one is the one that I'm using right now. It's pretty simple to use. Let me just pull it up on my code and show you guys what I did with it. So here I made like components so that it's easier for reusability and stuff like that. So let's just take a look here at the blog page. I basically made like a collection depending on what collection. Here it says like the type. So if I say collection, it'll pull up this one or like date. So right now I have this like blog by collection type. So blog by collection is a collapsible with the trigger, title, whatever I give it. And something that I'm going to implement is that it will basically pull from, I don't know, a file manager or like a database where it sorts out all the blocks that are maybe most popular, most viewed, most liked from that collection. I'll probably do like up to 3 because I definitely don't want to spam the page with all the blogs. Maybe at the start it's fine, but then once I start actually posting a lot of blogs, it'll be a mess. But anyways, let's just go back to the code. Basically, we rely on these CSS files. These are all like documented in their library, so I can just like link that in the description if you guys want to try it out. So there is like inner content, outer content, and then the trigger. The trigger is like the button on it. So then here you can see like I put just an arrow because that's what I did in my design. And then for things inside here, I was just gonna do like maybe 1 to 3 list items that will be implemented later on with my function. So right now it's just like a static test kind of thing. And then if we go back to blog collection, we can see for one by date, we have a blog preview instead of like collection and then like collection with a bunch of blogs. Here we have a bunch of blogs, and then when we expand it, we get a preview. So since it's a preview, it will only have like one thing in it. It'll be just a text. So that's the thing that differs most between these two. This one, there could be multiple items, and then this one's just like text. And then these also rely on the same designs as the previous one because that just makes sense, right? We want to have it kind of similar. The only thing that's different is the blog preview text because, well, you know, one's a list item, one's a text. There are a bit of CSS that are different. So I think there's only like one or two. But anyways, that's pretty simple. And then for the blog in general, here's what I did. I just had the subtitles and then had all of that. I also took a note of like what bugs I have to fix. So the first one would be the collapsible view because the arrow just goes out of place whenever there's like multiple lines in the title. Another thing that I do have to fix, or more like to do, because I haven't really done it yet. It's not a bug. I just didn't implement it correctly. Is the website route manager so that it can correctly map it to different URLs. Right now I'm just doing it off of like /blog, basically localhost /blog, because I couldn't figure out how to get it to like the /profile /Christie kind of the template. And other than that, there are a bunch of like to-dos marked everywhere in my code mostly for functions that rely on some sort of file system or database so that I can pull my blogs from there and then like sort it by likes, by views, whatever. But that is later in the day. Tomorrow I'll probably either work on that bug or I'll start on like the basic structure of the photography collection. Anyways, that's all for today. I'm pretty exhausted and tired, so I'm gonna call it quits a bit earlier so I can actually get some sleep. Like my dark circles are literally growing by the second now. Anyways, I'll keep this. I hope this was refreshing content wise because it is different than what I've been doing before. Let me know in the comments what you think of it and if there are anything I should improve on or if you want me to explain anything more in depth. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow and thank you for watching. Peace.